Page 42, Joshua fought the Battle of Jericho. Top of the page, they got a little warm up there for reading ledger lines. Very important that you just learn those notes. Just know them instantly what they are. 4/4 time, no sharps or flats except for the accidentals. So it's either C major or A minor. Well, let's look at the end. Last measure on page 43, you're here. It's an A minor chord, I figure it's an A minor. Right hand first, eighth notes, 1 and 2 and. Cross over the thumb to get that. You're in this position, we're just letting the second finger handle the G sharp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. It's that second measure. 1 and 2 and then that's time for the rest of the measure. Next measure, same thing. 1 and 2 and. Now if you've got big fat fingers and big hands and this doesn't work for you, then you have to come down here and here. If you have to, otherwise use the fingering in the book. Second line. 1 and 2 and 3. See there, they changed on you. It was here and then here. Watch them. I like the second finger on that better because I need the thumb for the next note. On the A, the next measure is here. And you do that again. Last line on page 42, quarter notes. 1, 2, 3. It's rest on 3 and then come up here. 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right, and then little finger, come down. And again, you can use 2, 5 there if you'd rather, or 1, 5, whichever. And then go up again. You got a quarter rest to move. And lift up during the rest and move down. Rest. Now that's an eighth rest, so it comes in the and of 2. 1 and 2 and. So just you play a little earlier than you expect to. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it's like it was at the beginning. Left hand, keep the left hand soft. You have A minor chord. Try and get all those notes down at the same time if you can. And then a rest, and then second measure. 1 and 2 and 3. The right hand will help you out because it's playing with the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Last line here, rest 2, 3, 4, 1, and then come down. You're here to here. You're just going down an octave. So it's. That happens a lot in piano, so I would encourage you to go ahead and get that if you can. There's other ways we can do this, but this is a good practice. You need to be able to make this move, so I'd encourage you to just do that. Then the last measure, you're down here with the A. 3 ledger lines below bass clef, remember is an A. 2 ledger lines, remember is a C. Just remember that. And 3 is A, and then a B. You're just coming up. And this is current crossover because you don't want to move. You want to stay here, so you just cross over. That's okay. You could move up and then come back down. You want to move in one key, and you got a quarter rest to do it in. So you could, if you'd rather, just come up and then come back down. Whichever your teacher wants you to do. Third line down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then come up. You're back to what you were doing at the beginning. Put the hands together. 1 and 2. Right there. When you play that C in the right hand, the left hand comes up. 1 and 2. So the two hands are playing together. And 4 and. Sounds wonderful, don't it? right hand comes up because it's got to move. Let's look at that measure. This is the first line on page 43, the last measure in it. You're here. 1 and 2 and 3. See, on 3, the right hand comes up, it has a rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and then the left hand comes up and the right hand takes over. You get that some more. We can get all that. Try it putting in the articulation. Just keep it legato until it says otherwise. Accents on that. Give it a little extra. Just accents, really, pretty much. You go over to page 43, third line down. Well, take the last measure in the second line. Let's get into it. You're here. That's a staccato. Just come up. And then an accent. So it's 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. And at the bottom you get the same thing. The last line, you're here. 1. Now these are accents. And you can separate these a little if you want to. Not everybody does, but it's an interpretive way of doing it. It's a different style. And the staccato. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then the accent on the last beat. Add the dynamics. Moderately loud at the beginning. That's the melody. Keep everything else soft. You'll have to decide what moderately loud is. It's not loud. It's just sort of loud. The accented notes will be a little louder. They'll be loud because they're accented. See the accent there in the left hand? There, this is the last line on page 42, second measure. It's accent. Staccato, accent there. So to start with the third line again is here. And then you're playing this, and after you play that, you lift the right hand up. So it's 1 and 2 and 3, like that. And then you go on. This is moderately soft here. Just bring it down as a little bit. There's not a lot of difference between moderately loud and moderately soft. Just come down a little bit. And that's the melody. Keep the left hand soft. The accent there. Now you're loud. The right hand that's loud. Keep the left hand down. Staccatos, you're loud here. It's louder than you were at the beginning. Now you're loud. You're ending it loud. They've added pedal there on the last one. I don't know that I like that because you didn't use pedal anywhere else. Why are you changing the tone now? Because pedal changes the tone quite a bit. I would prefer to do it without pedal. As far as the speed goes, you'll hear different people do this at different speeds. If you're going to sing it, how fast would you sing it? It depends on the mood you're in and how happy you're feeling. Now, I need more coffee, but some people, you can play this slowly. You can have fun with it. Whichever. They give you metronome range up there and you can experiment. That's only a suggestion. It's really up to you on what you like to hear and how well you can control everything and keep everything under, on how fast you're going to go. Now there is a note there, you can swing the eighths, and typically we do. This is more of a swing style piece. So you just do the eighths, you swing the counting. So instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You actually count it that way and you feel it that way. And only the eighth notes, nothing else. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Well, there's a couple little things there on page 42 above the music there. It says musical form check. Can you label the sections of the piece? Well, remember our sections are A, B, and C, and D according to what the music is doing. Well, at the beginning you have this. That would be section A. If you get down to the third line on page 42, it changes here going into the last measure. See, that's a different melody. So that would be section B. And then over on page 43, you get back down to the third line. After the first measure, you're back to starting with the second measure there. On the third line, you're there. You're back to section A again. So it's like A, B, A, and those are the sections. I sort of gave it away, but yeah, that's the idea. They didn't put section breaks in between the sections. They could have. They didn't need to, so it's fine the way it is. I'd like to play this very slowly with you to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, and we are going to go super slow. But I will go ahead and swing the eighth notes. So I'll give us 4 counts. Let's play this together slowly. 1 and 2 and ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And off.